Did a police raid in France track down any of those suspected of being involved in deadly terror attacks in Paris? The update from investigators.
How people in a small Kentucky community devastated after a child's murder are helping each other and the victim's family deal with the painful loss.
A small Harrison County community is asking for donations to help kids here have a Merry Christmas.
This is WKYT News at 11.
Good evening to you. Tonight, investigators have released new details about a raid targeting terror suspects in France. Police are now using DNA to try and identify those killed during the raid.
But they are not sure if the mastermind of Friday's attacks is among those killed. Kenneth Craig has the latest from Paris. It's our top story at 11.
At least 110 SWAT team members stormed an apartment building in Saint-Denis on the outskirts of Paris just after 4 Wednesday morning. Authorities were targeting 27-year-old Abdelhamid Aboud, the suspected mastermind behind Friday's attacks. French investigators say they had intelligence that he was in the country. Police said the suspected terrorist hurled grenades as officers fired more than 5,000 rounds during the hour-long shootout. When it was over, officials said they had shut down a terror cell that was ready to launch more attacks. At least 2 people were killed in the raid, including a female suicide bomber who blew herself up. Authorities arrested 8 others. Forensics teams are using DNA to determine whether Aboud or 26-year-old Salah Abdeslam, one of the terrorists who got away Friday, was also killed.
France remains under a state of emergency. Even with all of the disruptions, locals are trying to live their lives.
You have to move on, you have to keep going.
But emotions are raw as people try to comfort each other and honor the 129 killed in the attacks. Kenneth Craig, CBS News, Paris.
The Islamic State has released a new video suggesting that New York City is a possible terrorist target. But investigators say that some of the footage in the video is not new, and there is no current or specific threat to the city at this time.
Heavy rain drenched Kentucky today as strong winds blew through, but it looks like tomorrow will be drier. Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey has an early look now at your forecast.
Yeah, things definitely getting better, but of course when you've had basically a washout of a day wrapping up, it can only get better. Amber, we've got this cold front that is on top of the region as of now, and that is really drying things out across western Kentucky. Skies are clearing. Yet into central and eastern Kentucky, still getting in on some heavy downpours as of now. Cold front is just to the east of downtown Lexington, seeing some of those showers right along and just behind that across southeastern parts of Fayette County, Bourbon County, right on top of Paris, getting in on some locally heavy downpours. Those are zipping through here. London, Corbin, some heavier rains, and look at that little surge of some juice here across the Mountain Parkway area heading up toward Interstate 64. Trip into work and school tomorrow morning, mainly dry, mid and upper 40s. Lunchtime temperatures may spike into the upper 50s and then drop back down for the trip home tomorrow afternoon. We are tracking a weekend brush with winter, courtesy of a storm that is all the way into sections of the Pacific. Guys, that is right now heading into Portland, of all places. And in a couple of days, the front associated with that is on top of central and eastern Kentucky. And I'll show you what that brings for your Saturday and Sunday coming up in a few minutes.
Chris, thank you. It left a small Kentucky community in shock. A 7-year-old girl found dead behind a school, and police say someone killed her.
And 4 days later, police still have not made any arrests for Gabby Doolin's murder. Police say that she was killed after disappearing from a football game at Allen County Scottsville High School. Since then, people in the community have been coming together to try and help Gabby's family. Monique Blair is at our live desk tonight with a story that's new at 11. Monique.
Well, Sam and Amber, Gabby Doolin's mother says her daughter was a cheerleader with a huge smile, a little girl who brought so much life to others. Now the community where Gabby called home, Scottsville, Kentucky, has a message they want heard loud and clear. This tragedy is going to pull them closer to one another.
Scottsville strong. It means everybody pulling together, everybody cares.
A community of about 4,300 people is coming together, vowing to stay strong in the darkness that has come after 7-year-old Gabby Doolin was murdered. The community of Scottsville vowing to show the Doolin family they are not grieving alone.
We are, mourning with them, crying with them daily. just showing them that we're there.
Tina Garman knows firsthand what it means to remain Scottsville strong when all you feel like doing is giving up. Under different circumstances, she too once lost a child.
You can't take away the pain. You can't bring the child back, but knowing that you have the love and the support of everyone, it helps. It helps you get through it.
The pain is so fresh right now, but because remaining Scottsville strong means life has to go on, moving on doesn't mean forgetting.
I remember the first time that I laughed after losing our child, I felt guilty. But you got to learn it's all right to laugh.
Now, state police are staying tight-lipped about their investigation, but they are saying they have not arrested anyone yet. At the live desk, Monique Blair, WKYT.
Monique, thank you. Gabby Doolin's funeral is scheduled for 1 tomorrow afternoon at Scottsville Baptist Church.
Tonight, Richmond police are trying to track down 3 teenagers they say robbed a pizza delivery driver. It happened last night on Pine Street in Richmond. Police say the driver is a volunteer firefighter who volunteered to work for the Richmond Papa John's restaurant yesterday. The restaurant donated all of its sales to the family of fallen police officer Daniel Ellis yesterday. Police say the driver went to Pine Street to deliver 6 pizzas when the teenagers approached him.
One of them said that, hang on just a minute, let me get my money. And about that time he pushed the driver into the mirror of his vehicle, and they assaulted him.
Police say the teenagers stole the pizzas and some money and then ran off. They think the teens may have also tried to break into a car parked outside a nearby YMCA last night.
New tonight, Fayette County School Superintendent Manny Kalk has hired a state education leader to oversee the district's finances, budget, and staffing. According to our news partners at the Herald Leader, Hiram Desai will be the Fayette County Senior Director of Administrative Services. He's been an associate commissioner with the Kentucky Department of Education. The school district has been working to address financial and budget problems found in a state audit last year.
Christmas is a little more than a month away, and while you may be starting to put your shopping list together, one volunteer fire department in Harrison County wants you to remember children in the community who are less fortunate. As Garrett Weimer tells us, firefighters there are organizing a toy drive.
Barry is a small community, but there are some big hearts here.
It's going to create a lot of happiness with some children.
Barry's volunteer fire department is throwing a Christmas party for kids on Christmas Eve. Santa Claus is coming to town too.
We've contacted North Pole and he's coming.
But now they need some help collecting toys, new or gently used, to give to the kids.
The economy, the way it is, everybody's on hard times, and the children sometimes have to suffer for it.
It's been going on for decades, but in recent years it's gotten bigger. Organizers say there's a lot of need in this little town.
In the last 2 years, we've noticed a lot more children down here. We've noticed a lot of the children didn't have a lot of things. The parents are on hard times, and so we wanted to try to help.
Whatever folks can give, Adam says, could help the kids have a Merry Christmas.
Some of these children, that may be the only thing they get for Christmas. And a chance to see Santa Claus, you know, they would love that.
In Harrison County, Garrett Weimer, WKYT.
Well, in 2014, the U.S. Census Bureau estimated Barry's population is about 260. Organizers say they expect as many as 100 children at the Christmas party. For more information about how you can help, go to WKYT.com.
New tonight, a rally held for Rowan County Clerk Kim Davis earlier this year has now sparked a lawsuit.
A member of the band Survivor is now suing Mike Huckabee's presidential campaign, claiming the campaign violated the copyright for Survivor's song, Eye of the Tiger. In September, Huckabee appeared with Davis at a rally outside the Carter County Jail. The song played as Davis walked onto the stage. Davis spent 5 days in jail for refusing a federal judge's order to issue marriage licenses. The lawsuit requests unspecified damages and for the campaign to stop using the song. Tonight, police are trying to figure figure out who killed a couple and 2 children in a western Kentucky home. Police found the bodies last night at a home in Callaway County after a fire they say was set on purpose. They say the 24-year-old mother died from a gunshot wound. Police say her 29-year-old husband, along with a 5-year-old boy and an 18-month-old girl, also died. Neighbors say they're in shock.
They seemed like they were, a young couple that was happy and trying to do things right.
Autopsies have been scheduled for all of the victims. At this point, police say they do not know if the family was targeted or if this was a random crime. They have not said anything about possible suspects. A Harrison County teenager has been arrested for what police call a murder-for-hire plot. Cynthiana police charged 19-year-old Robert Weber with conspiracy to commit murder. Police say a juvenile offered Weber $80 to beat up another juvenile or $125 to slit his throat. Police say Weber showed off a gun he was carrying and said he would take care of it. They say Weber had a knife on him when they arrested him.
New tonight, the FBI has now joined the search for a missing Nelson County mother. Crystal Rogers has not been seen since July. WHAS-TV reports that 12 FBI agents, including a dive team from Florida, searched 2 Marion County lakes today for any clues in the case. Searchers also used sonar today. No word if they found anything, and police have named Rogers' boyfriend as the main suspect in her disappearance. Tonight, police are asking for help as they continue to investigate a Whitley County woman's death. They say they found 29-year-old Amy Freeman's body inside her Williamsburg home last Friday, but they think she may have been dead for 2 weeks. Police say the autopsy did not show any signs of trauma, and investigators can't figure out what caused Freeman's death. They're waiting for toxicology results. Police want anyone who may have some information about Freeman's death to call them.
2 months after being badly injured in a crash, a Central Kentucky teenager has been released from the hospital. 16-year-old Aaron Williams received a police escort when he returned home to Montgomery County this afternoon. He also rode by his school where his classmates cheered him on. Aaron still has some recovery ahead, but his family says he's come a long way, and Aaron tells us he is thankful to be alive.
Well, they said I had like a 10% chance of living, but God is good. He is stronger.
Aaron says he is determined to have another Camaro similar to the one he lost in that crash. He hopes to be able to return to school next year, but for now, he'll be taking classes at home. And it looks like through all of this, he's had such great support and so many people there to welcome him home today. So glad to see him home for the holidays.
Brave young man.